Okay, so this is like kind of insanely cool, but the Roland SC-8820 still works today on Windows 10. So if you go to the support website, as you would expect, yes, it's one of those videos where I'm telling you to go to a website and download something. But the whole point is they do actually cater for everything. You download your drivers, get it installed, just to show you that it is real. We've got my SC-88 Windows Vista 64-bit drivers. We set my setup and my uninstall just in case the compatibility automatically chooses Windows Vista anyway. Run it, it installs fine. You'll have to jump on my Instagram or a different video to show the actual hardware because I don't have my webcam plugged in or anything. But it does work perfectly fine. I did a reboot, and do you know what? I don't think I've changed any of my registry. So we'll quickly go over that now, if I can remember where it is. So it may be different in Windows 10. Whatever, there's a MIDI fix somewhere. Let's go to Doom. Yes, my projects. Audio. Any reg there? Help. Nope. Must be a registry file here somewhere. Whatever. Let's get the main attraction going. Here it is. Boom. Anyway, Microsoft Media Manager, Microsoft GS. Roland Part A, Roland Part B, and my MIDI out, which I don't actually have a cable for. So the cool thing is, you don't need a power cable. You just need a USB, an old cable it is. If I want to work with it, not only do I have my Roland GMGS set from Windows, but if anyone's seen my other videos, then they'll already know that I've created the Gravis ultrasound sort of remastered files or what have you, or as close to the original and or both of, if you want to look at it that way. And we should have a new GMDLS somewhere. There it is. So we got the original one, and we got a DMX-C 1024 mappings from well, Doom 2 basically. So as you can see, they're the choose a flute instead of an easy piano. Job done. So we got those instruments, and we change that there, change that to that flute, and obviously completely different. So that's pretty cool. And you can also open up our Doom MIDI files. Jump in our audio, go to our MIDIs, and open up a little bit of, say, the M1. Bam. And then we just adjust our channels somewhere. There it is. A bit closer. So I think there's a way to do this. There must be a way to do this. Pretty sure there's a way to do this on all tracks at once. There's got to be, surely. Like maybe select all channels and like hold down shift or something, and it'll kind of adjust all channels. Basically what we're doing is setting it to part A on the instrument mappings. Again, bit of a shame that I don't have my webcam plugged in, but you can check out any of the other videos on Instagram for that. So now the audio is coming out, like from the USB straight to the Roland, out from the Roland headphones back into my daughter board, and then from the daughter board back out through my speakers. So it's like a full loop. So essentially what I'm listening to may even take the text file. So we've got a Roland SC-8820 ran through a Sound Blaster ZXR from Creative, which uses the Gravis ultrasound instruments from GMDLS, synthesized with the Roland through part A, and I believe it was part B instrument mappings for the SC-88 Pro version, because you can switch. So we go through and try and find out which one's the best sounded. But this is pretty good for Doom. You know what I mean? The SC-8820 is pretty cool. I suppose it would make sense to show people what the actual hardware looks like. So as you can see, it looks exactly like this. I'll find a decent version. There you go. That's the beast there itself. Part A, Part B, instrument mappings, and if you notice underneath Part B, the instrument mappings switch between sort of 55, 88, 88 Pro, and 8820. And it's really, really simple. So although you don't get all the controls on the bottom of the previous version, you get the 3 instrument mappings from all previous versions, which is arguably a better thing. If you are using a MIDI cable, they're going to cost you, I think it was like from Roland, the USB MIDI cable is £45 or something ridiculous, so 50 quid with postage. That's very expensive when you start buying. You know, it only comes with a couple of cables and a tiny 5-kilogram box. It's not even that. So this is super, super cool stuff. We can play our Doom music. And there it is. So yeah, super, super cool stuff, especially when you compare it to the original Doom. I've been looking around for that text file for ages, and it's just aligned itself. Where were we? Doom, custom engine, something like that. I can't remember what we were using here. We'll have a look. Cool. I totally forgot that GZ Doom has the ability to read the MIDI device from the Roland straight out. This is fluid synth that I'm using. Wild MIDI is so shit, it's unbelievable. Like, Wild MIDI is the only one I haven't done any work on at the moment. I need to have a look to see if we can get to stop this stupid shit happening. Obviously, we got the GS wave table as GM. There's no point editing that. Pretty sure this is the original one and not the one that I included to create those sound samples. The Roland's pretty banging though. I mean, there's so much to it in all the right parts. What are you phoning out for, bro? Fuck live streaming. Crazy bastard phoning me whilst I'm live streaming too. Right, what are we doing? Audio options. Okay. Look at it. It actually shows up. Fair play. I might bash on easy Doom every now and again, but it's pretty cool that you don't have to. Still prefer my cards. And I just love the fact that everything was quieter back in those days, but it just sounded amazing. Right? But there was one other thing that I wanted to do whilst I was digging around in old DOS games. And you know what? I don't think it was on this PC. I think it was on somebody else's. That's not that. So one of my favorite all-time old school super cool games, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best game ever invented. XCOM or UFO Enemy Unknown, and it's one of the games I've always wanted to mod but never done anything in particular with, other than the common mods that one would expect, which is these two files. However, after dicking about with Doom, I realized it had an Ultra MIDI, which was pretty cool. Let's just have a quick look through it. So quite limited. The one thing that's interesting about it is, unlike Doom, it actually only includes the instruments that it uses, which is, people should take note from that, because it makes life a lot easier than having 255 instrument lists. So because of that, I was thinking I should probably go back and adjust my Doom stuff to kind of reflect this, shall we say, best practice kind of element of things, because this is the right way to do it, and the way that I've done it by comparison is pretty shitty, because obviously I've just followed suit from everybody else, which is always a bad idea. But in this case, we're going to do it. So there's a huge amount of these humidity configs that are just simply not going to be used. So we need to remove them, and then we also need to do the ini file, which is the unlimited one. Although the point of this really was just to have the instrument mappings. I think that'd be cool. It would clean it up a little bit, and it might make it a bit easier to read for like newcomers who don't really understand what's going on. Pretty cool stuff. What the only thing I need to do now is this registry entry, and I can't remember where it was. I can't remember whether it exists. Active movie or something. Oh, there you go. Cool. See, I can create so much stuff over here, just can't remember what the hell's going on. So we are looking in yeah, it was Active Movie. Microsoft Active Movie. Does it not exist in Windows 10? Yeah, it just doesn't exist. Maybe you have to create the entire registry itself. Current user, software, Microsoft Active Movie. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong fucking thing. Oh, obviously. There we go. There he is. Oh, it's nice and clean as well. Which one is it? The one that ends in something? Oh, fucking hell. Ends in 54B. Oh, there it is. Default MIDI output. And obviously I've already done the fix. Anyway, so I changed mine to 0. Hey, look at that. For some reason, the 32-bit version of Windows, maybe that's why it's called MK32, I suppose, does show it up. But you still don't get the Roland recognized. Shame on you, Microsoft. Good stuff. Anyway, I hope that was useful. Fucking 20 minutes sticking about listening to Doom music on an original Roland is pretty cool stuff, I must admit. Absolutely amazed at all of the audio options that are available for Doom now, but this finalizes like the last step in ensuring that the quality of the work is 100% accurate to the original, and it means that everything else online can be deprecated. We've still got OPL3 to kind of focus on, but hopefully somebody else will handle that. And Wild MIDI, as I said, is just completely useless. So we'll just integrate all the changes into the SC Doom and away to go.